everybody. Got a couple visitors with me tonight. This is Ruka. This is Emmett. Oops, sorry. Emmett. Anyway, uploading a video a little bit earlier than usual tonight. Because I wanted to do this because I'm fresh off of getting off the phone with three new buyers that I got in touch with today, ones that I had again found through Craigslist, or actually I think these were all Zillow, and maybe one for sale by owner. And if I haven't said this yet, the way that I'm kind of tipped off about buyers is if I look for a property on Zillow that's clearly been renovated and there's nothing in it, like nothing that would indicate that a family is living there, I can assume that that's probably a buyer. So I make that call and confirm that. And so far, 9 times out of 10, they are. And so tonight, with my calls were just awesome tonight. Nobody like last night where someone didn't clearly wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. I talked with 3 guys tonight, and I have my laptop in front of me because I just want to remember the main takeaways from each one. But the first one, he was talking about, let's see. He was pretty standard, a little bit newer to the real estate game. He had bought a property recently and rehabbed it all himself. And so he wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but he took, 5-10 minutes of my time and just gave me bits and pieces of advice. And so I was really appreciative of that. And he outlined, what he's looking for in his next property, which was that he's not looking for a full rehab. He'd like to do something a little bit more cosmetic next time. So that helps me. That kind of information is critical when I go out and look for homes, because you can't sell a home if you don't have anybody that wants to buy it. So he was awesome. And then the next guy just melted my heart because he was a little bit older. He was retired, but he was a retired contractor. And so he had a plethora of information that he just gave to me. The people that provide information when you don't ask for it and genuinely want to give you advice and help you succeed, those people, they're just gems, just wonderful people. And so, when I told him that I was going to be looking at several properties this weekend, he told me things to look for. If he says if there's major foundation issues, walk away. He told me to look for termites and look for them in specific places. And we got into numbers a little bit too. He said, when it comes to a rehab, be a little conservative in what you think it'll cost and then double that number. Because, the most common theme out of anybody that flips is that unexpected things come up almost every single time. So it's good to have that cushion there. He continued to tell me that an additional way to understand your numbers and what you can ask for a property is, he told me to go to my county's assessor site and review the 8 properties surrounding the house I'm interested in, the ones behind and in front of it, next door to it, kitty corner from it, and see what their assessed values are. And then he said take all 9 houses, 9 including mine, and find out what the average is, and then add 20% to that, because your house will be the nicest one out of all of them. And that's what you can usually sell that home for. And so, again, that information, it's just awesome. And that helps you kind of stay ahead of an assessor, because that's going to be the type of thing that they look at too when they assess your home once you've finished it up. And so, it's just advice on different ways to mitigate surprises. So he was just phenomenal. I was so happy to talk to him and get his information. And then the third guy, he had actually just done his first rehab. Sorry, don't want my giant here to step on my computer. The third guy had actually just done his first rehab. You sit? A couple, several months ago, but he actually is going to lose money on the property. His advice to me, what he said was that he wished that he had made the property or rehabbed it according to what the seller was looking for in that neighborhood, as opposed to what he was looking for. And so he said he's actually had this house for quite a while. Some buyers have fallen through, and he just wants to be done with it. And he'll lose, he said, probably about $10,000, he said. So, you know, but he had a lot of integrity and was so willing to tell me his horror stories, because he doesn't want me to repeat the same thing. So, you know, that guy had a heart of gold as well. So I'm going to wrap it up because I have a monster on my hands, but, hope everyone has a great rest of their, evening. Oh, didn't see that property tonight because, again, the realtor realized that the property doesn't have any electricity, so couldn't really see it, but we've added to our agenda to see this weekend. So can't wait for Saturday and Sunday to get here so that I can bring some new information to this. But yeah, I'll chat with everyone tomorrow. Thanks.